Hi, I'm Nick from Quit with Nick. Thanks for watching. This is one of a series of videos that I've made to basically share some insights and tips and things that can really empower you to kick the smoking habit once and for all. So in this video, I want to share with you an insight which I think is pretty profound about stories, the stories that we tell ourselves, and the really powerful connection between the story that we tell and the experience that we have. And really, when you think about it, we've got a story about everything, about who we are, who other people, what other people are about, the world, economics, about my smoking habit. And that's what I want to touch on here. We all have a story about different things. And the story that you tell yourself is very powerful. Humans have been relaying messages about their culture, who they are, through storytelling for many, many years. And that power is also in the story that we tell ourselves about what we're experiencing and our reality and about certain aspects of our lives. Smoking being one of them. Now, just to share with you some research to show how powerful storytelling really is, I want to touch on a particular study. I'm going to go through the specifics of it, and then we'll touch on it again and link it to how you might be able to use this powerful research to actually help you quit, maybe without even coming to see me. So stay with me here, but all the while start thinking, just as I'm going through this study, about, okay, how can I relate this to the story I'm telling myself about smoking, about quitting, about being a non-smoker, about remaining a non-smoker for the rest of my life. Now, this research I want to share with you is from a very prominent brain microbiologist. He's basically a brain genius. His name's Dr. Joe Dispenza. If you've ever seen or heard of What the Bleep, that movie, he's actually in that. He's one of the experts that is interviewed in that. And his thing is brain research. But one of the things he's particularly interested in, and some of the areas of studies he's been focused on, is spontaneous remission. He's been researching people who have spontaneously recovered from quite serious illnesses like cancer, diabetes, genetic disorders, cardiovascular conditions, arrhythmia, high blood pressure, cholesterol, even emphysema. What he was really curious about is these people who just all of a sudden spontaneously recovered, what are some of the aspects? What qualities do they have that maybe we can kind of document and then kind of relay onto others that, look, it really helps to have these qualities, this type of thinking, this type of story that could help you spontaneously recover. Now, in his studies, what he noticed was that they actually had some commonalities in terms of the way that they were thinking and leading up to their spontaneous recovery. Now, he documented the similarities, right? And what he noticed was a couple of things. First, most of them acknowledged almost all of them actually acknowledged some sort of higher intelligence, something greater beyond their five senses, that there was something beyond that and that they could connect with it in some way. What they also believed was that somehow their thinking had contributed to their illness. And science has shown that these days there's not much dispute about how your mind and body is related and the thoughts that you think and how they manifest in your body. They accepted that. So there's something higher, some higher intelligence, whatever it is you want to call it. Their thinking had something to do with their illness, and that they could somehow change that. Now, to break this thinking pattern, what he noticed was that they decided to reinvent themselves in a way. And they did this by asking themselves some particular types of questions. These are the types of questions they asked themselves. They said, what would it be like to be X, healthy, a non-smoker, whatever it is? What would it be like to be like that? Who do I know that is like that is experiencing that? The third thing they asked is, what qualities do they have that I can mirror? What is it in them that I can mirror to experience this? The other question is, what would I have to change about myself to be X or experience X? And the other thing was, what beliefs would I need to adopt or change to be X or experience X? What he also found was that when they were contemplating the answers to these questions, they lost track of time. They went into this kind of space where what felt like 10 minutes might have been an hour. So that was quite interesting too. But now let's go back over this process and what they went through and relate this to smoking, because if this kind of questioning can make or facilitate someone to experience a spontaneous remission in some quite serious health issues, then you know what? I thought maybe I could share this video for smokers and kind of relate the process that they went through to a process in terms of quitting. Maybe it might help you. So let's relate these questions to becoming a non-smoker. So firstly, what would it be like to be a non-smoker? And you've probably had an experience where you have gone without smoking for a little while. So really connect with what it's like, what I'm wanting to experience. Who else do I know that's a non-smoker? What are they like? What is it that they do, that they say, that they believe? What is it? The next, what is it in them that I can mirror? What is it inside of them that I have inside of me that I can mirror? What is it about myself? What would I have to change about myself to experience being a non-smoker? Now, the last question is, what new beliefs do I need to adopt to go through this process of quitting? Because right now, there's probably a few of you out there that have a story about quitting, about smoking. What I often hear is a kind of story that I've tried everything. This is really hard. I can't possibly, I've never gone more than X number of hours or days being a non-smoker. This isn't going to be easy. I'm going to be a non-smoker for the rest of my life. My dad was a smoker, my mum was a smoker, their grandparent was a smoker. What my partner's smoking, how can I quit? I'm so stressed. Without cigarettes, I don't think I could deal with stress. It's so bored. I need something to do with my fingers. I mean, these are the kinds of things that I'm hearing a lot. It's basically a story that, although you might be very justified in having that story, hey, no one's going to argue with certain aspects of that. But what this research has shown is that the power of storytelling and what you tell yourself about whatever situation you're in has a profound impact on not only your biology, but the reality that you experience in terms of that particular topic. So all I wanted to share with you in this video is just to notice what story are you telling yourself about quitting and about smoking, and noticing that there is power in that and that you do have a choice in terms of telling yourself a new story. The new story that would really help in terms of becoming a non-smoker is a story of, you know what? There have been a lot of people that have quit cold turkey without any assistance at all. So you know what? It is possible for me. Although it might seem hard, it's possible because other people have done it. Since other people have quit cold turkey, it is possible for me to actually quit without anything, without hypnosis, without patch, without gum, that kind of thing. Maybe you could tell yourself something like, well, I've experienced massive challenges in my life already and I've gotten through them okay, so it's possible for me to quit this. Maybe you could tell yourself something like, well, you know what? It doesn't have to be a huge struggle. I could come across something where I do feel that control and that I can commit to making the decision. Like, I'm just giving you some examples here of something else you could tell yourself that will really facilitate this journey from smoker to non-smoker. So, I just wanted to share that with you. If you want to know more, please visit my website, www.quitwithnick.com.au. Have a little look. There's plenty of videos on my YouTube channel where this came from, and I hope that's just given you a little something to think about. So I'm Nick from Quit with Nick, signing off.